Traveling. It is a big part of all of our lives. Either we're traveling to see friends, traveling to see family, for business, for pleasure, or just to get away. It's something that we all love to do, including myself. The thing is, there's a lot of headaches that are associated with traveling, such as packing, getting to the airport, getting through security, and one of the most overlooked problems, if I'm gonna be able to use my cell phone wherever I go. And this is a big thing that people tend to forget, and it's really important to stay connected. I know some people like to disconnect, go off the grid, but even those type of people, I recommend having some type of device on you, so that way you can contact emergency services if you need to, or if you're traveling with someone, you can stay in contact with that person. That's why in this video, I've partnered with Airalo to give you 3 tips on how you can stay connected wherever you go in the world. So tip number 1 is to make sure that you can even use your phone internationally. So if you purchased your phone from your local carrier and you're still making payments on that phone or you're under contract, chances are your phone is locked to that carrier, which basically means that in order to use your phone internationally or across seas, you're gonna have to go through your carrier, which means you're going to pay a ridiculous amount of money in roaming fees. So what you need to do is you need to find out whether your phone is unlocked or locked. So how do you know if your phone is unlocked? Well, you can go about doing this a few different ways. There's a website that you can visit, actually several websites that you can visit. Another thing that you can do is simply contact your carrier and find out if your device is unlocked. If it's not unlocked, you can ask them while you have them on the phone what you can do to get it unlocked. Typically, this means you have to pay off your phone or you have to be a customer for a certain period of time before they'll unlock your device. If you want to purchase an unlocked phone, you can go about doing this a couple different ways as well. For starters, you can buy directly from the manufacturer. So if you want an iPhone, you can buy directly from Apple. If you want a Galaxy device, you can buy directly from Samsung. And when you do this at the point of checkout, you'll have the option to select unlocked versus a carrier-specific phone, which I always recommend getting unlocked models only. Another thing that you can do is buy an unlocked phone from an authorized retailer. Just make sure that you're picking up the unlocked version. You can check that out by looking at the listing and seeing if it says, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, or whatever your local carriers are versus unlocked. It will literally say unlocked, grab that model. Okay, so now that you have your unlocked phone, now what? Well, that's where Airalo comes in. Airalo is a one-stop shop eSIM store that you can access right on your phone. Airalo offers eSIMs for over 200 plus countries and regions and takes away the headache of finding a store to purchase a SIM card or dealing with your carrier's roaming charges. And that's the big thing here, roaming charges. If you've never experienced the joy of having a phone bill that's extremely high due to roaming charges, you're just not living. And that's the thing with Airalo. You don't have to worry about your phone bill increasing just to use your phone in another country. Airalo is not only cheaper than roaming charges, they're also one of the best priced international eSIM options out there. Plus, they offer reliable service by using the towers of leading carriers in the region you're visiting. The secret to using Airalo is to download the app from the Google Play Store or iOS App Store before leaving for your trip. Go ahead and set up an account as well. Next, you can either purchase and download the eSIM prior to your flight, or you can connect to the airport Wi-Fi when you land. Choose a plan and download the eSIM at that time. Personally, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase my plan in eSIM now and activate it before I travel because my phone supports multiple eSIMs, which makes it super easy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and select the plan in eSIM that I want, and I'm gonna use Air Money to pay for this. You can generate Air Money by sending out your referral link, which they'll give you as soon as you set up your account. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into US. Then I'm going to scroll down. I'm gonna select this plan right here, which is 2 gigabytes of data for 15 days, and it's gonna cost me about $8. Tap Buy Now. Now I'm gonna go to Apply Code and use Air Money. Then I'm going to select $8 for use. Scroll down, agree to the terms, and we'll go ahead and pay it and let this process. Wow, the lights just went off at the airport. So the airport was like shutting down on that side, so we had to find a different location. But in the process of us switching sides, you can see I have my receipt right here from Airalo saying that everything processed. Now I'm gonna go back into the app. I'm gonna go under my eSIMs. I'm gonna tap on the eSIM that I just purchased right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tap on install eSIM. It's gonna ask me a few questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through this process. Tap on OK, got it. And we're almost in business. So it gives me a few options up here. I can install it directly to this phone, or I can use a QR code if I want to scan the QR code on a separate phone, and then I can input all the information manually. I'm gonna go ahead and do direct, tap on install, go through this process again, tap on install, and then now I'm gonna go through the activate eSIM process on my iPhone. All right, so we have the cellular setup complete. It usually takes like 2 to 5 minutes. In this instance, it was actually like really fast. It only took like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap done. If you're using an iPhone like I am, you can go into the settings and then go under cellular, and you'll see your Airalo SIM right below your primary. Just tap on that, and you can toggle it on and off at any time. You can also tap on cellular plan label and switch it to either business, cellular data, personal, primary, secondary, or travel. I'm gonna go ahead and tap on travel because that's what it's gonna be used for. Or you can input your own custom label down here on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on travel. And then what's really cool is if you tap on your primary SIM card, you can toggle it on and off. So if you only wanna rely on data, you can do that. Or you can use the Airalo SIM in conjunction with your primary and then use your primary for texting and calling, whereas your Airalo will be specifically for data. So you might be wondering, how are the speeds using an Airalo eSIM? Let's go ahead and run a quick speed test. So you can see I am using the Airalo LTE SIM card right here. And look at those speeds. 218 megabits per second on the download, 36 on the upload. I gotta say that is really impressive for an international eSIM. Wow. Yeah. Do you mind if I put the bags in the back? So the third tip that I have for you when it comes to using your smartphone safely when traveling is to take advantage of Voice Over LTE apps for calling and messaging. So when it comes to Airalo, it's specifically for data. And when it comes to calling and texting, most carriers are going to kill you when it comes to roaming fees. That's why I suggest taking advantage of Airalo's data plans, as well as Voice Over LTE messaging and calling apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Telegram, iMessage, and FaceTime if you're on an iPhone. And even Google has their own proprietary stuff, and so does Samsung. So definitely take advantage of those. Just remember that they will use your data. So as your data gets used on Airalo, it will send you a notification and you can easily top up. So say you only bought 5 gigabytes of data to begin with, but then you start to creep towards that 5 gigabytes, you'll get that notification and you can easily add data. That way you can keep contacting your loved ones and friends. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you. Let me get my stuff real quick. Have a good day. So there you go. That was 3 tips and tricks on how to travel and use your smartphone safely. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content just like this, and I'll see you beautiful people in the next video.